So your boy Epstein was into video games. He was into the time travel. Because obviously he's supposed to have been dead in 2019, but they're talking about debriefing him in 2021 in the Department of Justice files. Okay. Um, he was into the school books and curriculums and everything to do with children. Anything your child touches in the world, Epstein was pretty much looking for the number ones. Let's see. Yeah, he was the McGraw-Hill education system, school books, mathematics, all that stuff. Yeah, that's Mr. Steen. He was connected to that funding and all that stuff. The money that you spend when your children want to go and purchase something off of an app for the video game, he invented that, literally. Microtransactions. Yeah, he wanted to create a super race. So he had pretty much slave ranches, plantations, where he would just breed the way that they talk about they did black people back in the day. Who knows what race they were, but I guess he wanted to make his seed in all races or whatever, to create perfection erase the original race and create his own race of those races, I suppose, whatever. Because he had a variety of different races. It wasn't just white. People act like he was not your. I don't think people have the full story on racism. Let's just say that. Anyway, because they can be jealous of the man and then still like the woman, but still be racist. And yeah, okay. What else do we have here? So yeah, he was into the time travel. We should explore the biological consequences of time travel. Now this is where we're going right here. This is where this video is going. Is the time travel aspects. Talking about, okay. If you notice one thing. Oh yeah. That's Epstein's piano room on his island right there on the child's video game that was on Xbox. Right there, boom. They're talking about going to have pizza parties. It says pizza party. Yep, on Epstein Island. Okay. So what do we have here? What are we getting to? Oh yeah, that was called Fun Island. If you want to go look this up. Oh yeah, SpongeBob's address on his ID card is, you guessed it, Epstein Island, Little St. James. So it's just so coincidence that we have Call of Duty, the Call of Duty points transactions, microtransactions, started all that stuff with Fortnite and all that stuff in Call of Duty. Walt Disney Pictures logo. Notice it's the same color theme as Little St. James piano room for Epstein. Yeah, that part. That right there. That right there. Now this is the part I want to get to right here. This is the part. Now, so he was into human cloning. He was into time travel and superior race, Nazi type stuff. That's exactly the itinerary of Hitler, by the way. Okay, and slave owners back in the day. Okay, so here we go. Machine room hidden inside dome structure. Now, we're talking about time travel here. Okay, so let me go over here and I'm going to show you something. I don't know, did I put it on there? Where did I put it at? Oh. Here it is right here. time travel. Now, whether you're traveling through time or just manipulating time, or it's all about efficiency. That's what time is about, efficiency. How much can you measure? Can you measure small? How much can you measure? Can you measure big? People can't. A lot of people don't live long enough to measure big, and a lot of people don't have enough attention to pay attention to small, short. But they create machines to monitor and control and manipulate these things. But they don't create them. They're given these things by the fallen angels, who, the fallen angels' children and the fallen angels, which would be the angels of Satan, Anglo-Saxon, and Legion, Latin. Okay, which means to lie hidden. And if you ask AI, AI will tell you that the fallen is its father. So therefore, that means it is Legion. Whichever one of the children, all of them together maybe, that's what Legion stands for. From one and many from one. You have, what do you have? That all for one and one for all, and we are Legion for we are many, but all that stuff, yeah. So all in together, when they all talk about this togetherness and all in together and sharing and equal, yeah, that's Legion, 100%. That's alliance, a legion, allies. And then you can't have no type of individuality. Your identity is gone. You're going to the Borg now. You'll be, resistance is futile. That's what you should remember. If you remember anything about all together and we're in this together and stuff like that. Yeah, that's resistance is futile. Moving the curb type shit. Alright, so what you see here is a hyperbolic time chamber. Bam. On Dragon Ball Z. Jeffrey Epstein's bank account was called Ball. Okay. He is the seed of the serpent, aka Satan, aka the dragon. So, you have your dragon, you have your ball worship, and it's all about destruction, which is Z, the end. Okay. So, and they want to outlive, what do they say? The Masters in the Universe on Highlander, they say there can only be one. So pretty much, yeah, they eliminate everyone else, and then therefore they are all that remains. And so their children will come out and eliminate everyone else, so to fulfill their father's plans. And that's what the world is dealing with. You don't know who his children are because you don't know how old he is. You thought he was young. You guys don't know about vampires, do you? Epstein is probably older than Andrew Jackson on your $20 bill. That's why they look the same, if you notice. And they have the same reputation, meaning fear. And slaves, and power, and war, militaries, bloodshed, masses, unparalleled in their respective fields. Okay. Well, like I said, over here you have a hyperbolic time chamber. Oh. And speaking of Dr. Giraud, here is one of his creations. Boo. Right there. In the middle. Yes. Boo. Bottomless pit. Appetite. BP. Okay. The final hour. The doomsday clock. All in one. Hyperbolic time chamber. You got two alien hybrids right here, which would be Titans. Well, actually, no, that's not a Titan. That's Goku. He's a fallen. He's not a Titan. He's a fallen. This is a Titan. He's half human, half Titan, half fallen. So therefore, yes, this is the Dragon Ball Z explains a lot, man. They got Satan in there and everything for you. So, like, literally, like, I don't know what you guys are watching, but that's the show, man. That's the show. And it just so happens that this hyperbolic time chamber is on an island. And the person that owns this island is the guardian of the earth. The earth is his domain. Remember, like, God says the God of this world is Satan? So, like, the guard of this world is Satan. You understand that? So, like, the king of this world is Satan. You understand that? The prince of the power of the air is Satan. You understand that type stuff? So, like, yeah, hyperbaric time chamber. Aliens, green aliens. Yes. 100%. I see the Golden Dome. The Golden Dome, and you notice the clock is on the Golden Dome. All right. Epstein's Golden Dome has a machine in it, like time machine. Okay. So essentially, this is like Sean Connor. Sean Connor come back from the future. You know, he sent the Terminator back from the future to kill himself or something. I forgot how the story went. But he's playing both sides of the damn story. The good guy, the bad guy, the Terminator, everything. Like, it's literally, like I said, it's Andrew Jackson. It's your $20 bill. It's the best of times and the worst of times. This shit is time travel. And obviously, Trump Tower, time travel, 88 miles per hour, Back to the Future. Come on now. The duality, the Biff Tannen, the Marty McFly, the close proximity, the beef, the rivalry, there's a lot going on here. There's a lot going on here. This is Revelations, guys. This is the book of Revelations unfolding right before you. Just like in the book of Revelations where it says the dragon shall be released for a time and a half. So meaning, like, this is time and a half. This is time travel. Doing the same thing over and over. Nothing new under the sun. The sun is time. Okay? The sun is time. Nothing new under the sun. Once the sun goes away, where's your time? You don't have any record of it. All right. I kind of get... Oh, yeah, and they said this dome is missing now. Now, they said it was blown over or cracked from a hurricane that happened in 2023 or something, 21 or something. I don't know which one it was. But it's funny that at the same time, Trump started talking about the Golden Dome for the United States of America. So, and that has to do with artificial intelligence, and the grid and defense system. It has more to do with, like I said, time, bro. Like, this is like the sign of the times, time travel. Golden Dome. All you gotta do when you think of Golden Dome You need to think of hyperbaric time chamber, golden dome. Because what's the only way that you're gonna stop a damn nuke? Time travel. So you have 3 references for time travel: hyperbaric time chamber, Dragon Ball Z, piano room, Epstein Island, golden dome, United States. Those are 3 golden domes that have to do with time travel. AI would be a gatekeeper for time travel, if you're trying to say that much. So if you're saying golden dome and protection from freaking nukes or whatever, the only look, even in the movie, what was the movie, Deja Vu, with Denzel Washington, who always does these types of roles, Azazel, Satan type shit, where he goes back in time and he's stopping a nuke. That's your golden dome. Let me see what did it look like? I think it was a ball, a capsule. A BAAL, a ball. Let's see. Deja Vu. Time machine. There you go. Let's see. Deja movie. What did the machine look like? I want to see what the machine looked like. Huh. I just noticed that it makes a golden dome when it spins. It creates a golden capsule around them. Also, the singularity. My bad, not the singularity. The point event horizon logo for Grok looks the same, like golden dome. Okay, I'm trying to find this Deja Vu movie time machine. What does the machine look like? Because they stuck him like a capsule. Yep, there it is. There it is. He goes inside of some little capsule. You know what? That's kind of crazy. But yeah. So I'm not gonna. I thought that we could just get a little quick image of what the machine would look like, but they're having trouble reading the intentions, I suppose, of what I'm asking them to produce through the request and the algorithm. So, I just want to bring it to your attention that 100% we are in the age of time travel. All right. Every age is time travel. Like that's a given. If it ever existed, then it always existed. In the same way as it was spoken in the Bible, where it says, "In the beginning, so too shall be from the end," and it talks about messengers and watchers. What are they watching over? Time. Through what? A looking glass. From where? A dome. A firmament. So essentially, like, life itself is time travel. Every aspect of it is time travel. Every living thing is a time traveling device. Literally. Every interaction is a Microsoft form of time travel. Okay? Whether you're recollecting the past, or whether you're imagining the future, or experiencing the present. It's all vehicles within synapse. You can go to sleep and go back in time, go into the future. That's REM. So, yeah, it's just the point is, so you know how like when they said, so here's another thing about time travel. You had Walt Disney, all right? So Walt Disney, they said he froze himself for cryogenic freezing, right? I mean, not Walt Disney, L. Ron Hubbard, right? If I'm not mistaken, or was it Disney? It was Hubbard. One of the two. Maybe both, I don't know. But anyway, so you see what happened was when they started saying that they were going to thaw him out, or people started to look him up online, Disney ran a veil. They put a pickup so that when you look for it, you couldn't find it. They put up Frozen. Frozen was a movie that they produced with the title just for the name in order to distract you from finding out the truth about maybe somebody being thawed out. And then you have Ice Age, Frozen, all this stuff, but these are just distractions so that when you look up the truth, you get massive pollution in your search. Like for instance, my search right here, I'm looking for the time machine. I get this pollution, and none of these show a time machine. None of these images show a time machine. None of them. What, we had one or two of them out of how many results? Exactly. So it shows how inefficient, you know what I mean? And it makes people give up on the truth. So essentially, that's what the Golden Dome, Epstein's property, is about. When they said the hurricane came and took down the Golden Dome, then Trump come up and start talking about putting up a Golden Dome. They're hiding, because people are going to ask, where did the Golden Dome go? And they'll be like, what Golden Dome? We'll be like, well, we got a Golden Dome going up over America and Canada. So you'd be like, well, what about the Epstein Golden Dome? What Golden Dome? Well, huh? Oh, no, we'll give you 1 million floods of Golden Dome over America and hide what happened to the Golden Dome at Epstein's Island. It's a hyperbaric time chamber, because when you put the two and two together, that is the lowest common denominator. It's time travel. It's time travel. Fahrenheit 450, 400, what was it, 400, 450? Fahrenheit 400, what was the name of the movie where they burned the damn books? Yeah, man. Like, that's essentially, burning the books is essentially the next step. That's what they're already doing. They're burning the files. That's why it took so long to come out, because they're trying to burn this shit. That's why it took so long to get clearance to do basic wipe my ass stuff, because they're trying to let their deceit set in long enough to where people to where it doesn't matter. There's a terminal point. It's like after a certain point, you can't pull your chute, even though you can pull it literally. It's futile. Resistance is futile. Remember the Borg? That's what this whole thing started over. It's about transhumanism. It's about getting everybody on the same page, straight into hell. Easy. You know what I mean? Get everybody lifted, just launch them straight into hell. Straight up. All right? And time is the only thing that stands in between you and hell. So if they can do the time machine thing, they can send you directly there. Alright? They can send the whole world there. Alright? Because that is the only thing in the way is time. Time. Time is short, and he knows he only has a little bit of it left. His inheritance was time. He was the prince of the power of the air. And his inheritance was time, because heaven is about all time. So when you get kicked out of heaven, you only got a piece of time left. Whatever remains. And then once it's up, it's up. So if time, and if you look at supply and demand, it's the most precious thing he is to him, then that's what he's going to capitalize on. He's going to capitalize on time travel. Use your critical thinking. Life is stranger than fiction.